Dominic Blakemore, Chief Executive of Compass, thank you for joining me today. Compass is the world's largest catering company, employing over 500,000 people globally and serving around 15 million meals every day. The company's growth has accelerated post-pandemic thanks to a combination of share gain and increase in outsourcing. How sustainable is this?
I'm more excited about what's ahead of us than I've ever been. We've got an incredible marketplace, $360 billion of addressable market across the 26 countries in which we trade. We've got less than a 15% share, but we're actually twice the size of the number 2 and number 3 combined. I think we've set ourselves up brilliantly with our sectorization and subsectorization, which means what we sell to our clients is what we believe they really, really want. But we leverage the scale of our purchasing, our people processes, and our back offices to really enjoy the scale of that leadership position.
Compass demonstrated tremendous agility during the pandemic, managing your larger workforce and actually coming out stronger. As you sit here today, what are the major risks to the business, and how do you think that experience during COVID will help you going forward?
Let me start with the experience. I think, first of all, when you go through a moment which is as challenging as the pandemic, and let's remind ourselves, it closed half of our business. We had to furlough or make redundant many hundreds of thousands of people, not tens of thousands of people. I think you really dig deep. You look at these challenges and you have to reflect on where is the opportunity. And I think that's a mentality that we've really internalized as we face into what could be perceived risks or challenges, to say where is the opportunity in that. And if I look at what have been perceived threats in the period of my leadership, it was a delivery risk, it was a digital risk, it was a work from home risk. All of those have become net positives for our business. And so as we look forward, whether it's artificial intelligence or GLP-1 drugs, they're perceived threats, but we really think actually our business model, how we operate, can embrace those as opportunities and see them as positives going forward.
You talk about AI. Maybe you could talk about some of the opportunities in the business from AI.
What we've chosen to do is, rather than sort of flood the business with AI, it's to really focus deeply in verticals where we think we can really improve our performance. So there's 2 areas for us, are purchasing and growth, our sales processes. And actually both of those are predicated on the fact that we have incredible proprietary data sets. We've got data that no other firm in our industry has. If we can use the technology on that data, we believe we'll get better outcomes. In the first instance, it's freeing up time, 10, 15, 20% in some roles, but it's also improving our outcomes. And what it's allowing us to do is to redeploy that freed up time into the value adding processes to get those better outcomes. So internally, we're very excited. Externally, I think there's a concern that there's going to be a level of job displacement. In reality, if I embrace that sort of the bear view, we think it's a very small fraction of the people we serve. Entry-level jobs represent about 10 to 20% of about 10 to 20% of our portfolio. So we're talking a few percentage points that may be displaced over several years. The counter to that is we see, first of all, new NI-enabled jobs coming into place, new divisions within our existing clients. We see new opportunities with new firms that didn't previously exist and have now become our top 10 clients. We see emerging new sectors and subsectors, the digitalization, challenger banks, prediction markets. All of these are firms that emerge and grow that have needs for our services. So we actually think that this is a net positive for us right now, even down to the manufacturing processes behind, whether it's semiconductor and chip manufacture, which are environments in which we can provide our services, be they support, be they food, but also into the data center.
Dominic Blakemore, CEO of Compass, thank you for your time.
Terrific. Thank you.